Hey everybody, Car Ray Rob here. I'm Ray.
I'm Rob.
Super Bowl just ended, and today we're doing our breakdown for the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 TV spot.
The A-holes are back. Star-Lord, we have received your dick message, and we've heard it loud and clear.
And we like it.
Oh, I love it.
So this is also, the cool thing about this movie, I'm just as excited about the soundtrack as I am the movie.
Yeah.
I love the soundtrack. And how they tie that into the movie to actually mean something.
For sure.
And to me, I mean, this is in my... Guardians of the Galaxy is in my top 3 or 4 Marvel movies in general.
Yeah.
Probably top 2 of Phase 2.
Oh, easily.
So I'm expecting the same here as this one. You know, as we're into Phase 3 now, I'm totally expecting Guardians of the Galaxy to be a benchmark to get the whole thing going again.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody expected that. I remember when the first trailer came out for the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and I saw it, I'm like, man, this is either going to be really amazing or it is going to fail miserably, and we all know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not a huge comic book guy, but I am a Guardians of the Galaxy comic book guy, and I totally was... I was really confident in the movie just because I was a big fan of the series. So either way, this movie, we have 2 teaser trailers now.
Yep.
Haven't seen a ton of the movie, but to me, it's still checking off all the boxes of the stuff I want to see.
Yeah.
It's got the humor's still there. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe even harder, which is awesome. The characters all in check, and it feels the same in a good way.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you run that risk of making that second movie when you've caught lightning in the bottle the first time, and it's like, all right, I'm going to make this movie, but I'm going to make it bigger, and it's going to be more funny and be more blah, and you just end up falling flat on the story, the feel, everything. And at least from what we're seeing thus far, I don't think they're doing that.
And James Gunn, the director, has really kind of assured that he said there is a story here. There's a story for every Guardian of the Galaxy, and they all have their arc to go through. And the movie is, to me, it still is grounded in this family theme, like the Guardians come together as a family. Peter with his father and that family dynamic, Nebula and Gamora and their sister relationship. So it's like those are grounded themes that I think will help the movie from getting too big, too fast, and too Michael Bay-ish.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they're definitely big action. I mean, they're not hiding the fact that there's big action in this movie. But, you know, those characters, I think we've all attached to enough at this point, you know, their interconnections and all of that we care legitimately about what happens to them beyond just the action on the screen. And if James Gunn can deliver on that and, you know, give us a story with depth, I think he's just going to continue making great movies. And
a cool thing, too, is though we haven't seen a lot in the trailers, one thing that we've seen more of, I think, than what we got when they were promoting Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is they're showing you a lot more Groot and Rocket Raccoon, which 2 characters they were probably nervous about for the first movie. But now they're like, all right, we know it works. Here they are.
I mean, you can sell a talking raccoon in a kid's movie, but you know, in this type of situation, that's not what you're getting. And you know, a talking tree. I mean, come on. Even if it is voiced by Vin Diesel, what can you do? But you know, I will say, you know, he got a lot of flack for Baby Groot because he's like, oh, he's selling out, he's making toys or whatever. You know, newsflash, I own a stuffed Rocket Raccoon. He was already making toys, so it's you know, but it's gonna work from everything we've seen with Baby Groot.
Everybody that was worried about that, I think, like you just said, after you saw the first 2 teasers, like, all right, no, it's cool. They're doing it in a cool way, and it makes sense not to have him be back to the normal tree. It actually looks like he's going to be a much bigger contributor in the movie as a little guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that's still a plus. It's still funny you say, you know, the talking raccoon. Like, when Infinity War comes around, is Tony Stark going to be talking to a little raccoon? It's still, I want to see it.
Yeah, no, it's something, that prospect actually really excites me.
So now there are some new characters that we've only got hints at, or some expanded characters, it looks like. Nebula, it looks like she's going to be part of the Guardians a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Michael Rooker. Yeah, he's in, you know, I think that's really great. I thought he was really, really great in the first movie. I thought, you know, expanding his character, which, as you've told me, he is a bigger character in the comic books.
He's supposed to, he's an original, Yondu is an original member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, so I know a lot of those hardcore fans wanted to see him kind of join the team. So I think that's going to be cool, a little nod there. And he just worked in the first movie, so let it go.
Yep.
And they've showed us a little bit of, they've showed Aisha. She was the all-gold girl at the beginning of the Super Bowl spot. She's one of the main antagonists. So they've only just showed snippets of her, though, so we've just gotten a taste. But one person they haven't shown is Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Do they need to show Kurt Russell at this point?
Good question. For me, they don't.
Okay.
For me, they don't. I mean, like I said, they've already checked off the boxes for me. I do think there is a portion of his fan base that you do want them to remind those people he is in this movie.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he does have a fan base.
Yeah.
Right here. So, I mean, but it is true. You know, there's so many people already on board for this movie. A lot of people, I think, if anything, just want to be, you know, reassured that they're not overblowing it in the sequel.
Yeah.
And I think they've done that at this point. So, yeah, there's going to be another trailer. So maybe a quick snippet of Kurt Russell in there.
Yeah, they're gonna probably show that little bit more story trailer.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to show us a little bit of Kurt Russell. I know the fans at Comic-Con saw Kurt Russell footage, so I won't be surprised if they use snippets of that same footage.
Yeah, but I think most people are already on board whether they see it or not.
And there's, you know, then you just kind of let your mind wander, and like we're kind of saying with Infinity Wars, like, you know, is this movie going to kind of wrap up and kind of just lead us there a little bit? Because James Gunn says this movie's totally standalone, which is cool.
And
no but I still want to, no Thanos, which I'm surprised, even if it's not like there's no MacGuffin for Infinity War, but being that it's Gamora's father, you still think that, and you're doing this family theme, you'd still think there would be room for them to make that work.
There,
but you don't want to get too many characters, so they want to pull back maybe. But either way, I'm super stoked. I like everything that we've seen from this movie so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's rate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think
That's
everybody probably knows, but let's do it. Where are you at?
I'm midnighting this. I'll probably be like in line like 3 hours before the movie.
Yeah.
Gets there.
Just like the old days.
Yeah. Like when we were young.
And I'm right there with you. I will be sitting next to you at the midnight show. I will be midnighting it as well. I mean, I was probably midnighting it when they announced they were doing it.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I said. They don't have to show us anymore. We're hook, line, and sinkered in. I probably am almost to the point where I'm going to stop looking at stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I'm probably with you
blind.
on that. Yeah, I mean, even if they do release another trailer, I may watch it. I may not. It'd be a little bit of a decision.
Well, we might have to watch it for this, but
you guys
you're right. For you guys, we'll watch it. But after that, we're done.
For you.
No TV spots. I'm not watching TV spots.
Exactly. All right, everybody. It's time to let us know what you think. Midnight it, stream it, forget it. Put it in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. Also, like and subscribe if you want to be at our next video. We really want to see you there. Until next time, this is Car Ray Rob.
I'm Ray.
I'm Rob. And we are Groot.